Hello, I'm Vanessa Harbour. I'm the author of Flight and Safe that you can see behind me that's published by Firefly. This is another video in my activities for schools. This one is talking about journeys and bags, the bags that you take when you go on journeys. In both Flight and Safe, some of the characters have to leave home very suddenly, and they have to decide very, very quickly what they are going to take, what are the most important things to them, but they also have to bear in mind that they can't take very much because they've got to carry it. So they have to think very carefully about what's important to them. If you think about that, that must be really hard to make those sort of decisions, don't you think? Because my temptation would be to say, I need to take everything because it's all so important. But in fact, when you've only got your bag, a bag to carry it in, and you've got to carry it, it can't be really, really heavy. So you've got to be very careful about what you decide to take. I tried to think about this and thought about, well, what would I put in my bag? And I've got my bag here. And I thought about it. So I thought carefully, and I thought, well, there would have to be some photos about my family. There would be books, a couple of books. My favourite book, a book on survival, because I thought that was quite important. I used that for research for Safe. And also my favourite book, which is that one by Vanessa, called Fight Back. That's my favourite book at the moment. So that would go into my bag. Let's get it up here. A thick woolly jumper to keep me warm. Got that there, so I'm putting that in. And I could always put that on if the bag was getting too heavy, couldn't I? I thought I'd need to put something in to eat, and I must be honest, I put some chocolate in because I thought I really like chocolate. And a water bottle. I thought you always need a water bottle. And then I thought I really like to have something to cuddle at night, so I put this in. Now, this is Eloise lamb. Now, Eloise lamb was given to me by a great friend of mine, and probably someone that you might know as well. She's Eloise Williams, who is the wonderful author, and she gave it to me just before Christmas, so I take that as well. But I was trying to think what else I would take. But it's really difficult because it's remembering you've got to carry it, and it would get very tiring if you put too much stuff in. So what do you think you would include? Perhaps in class you could write down or draw what you would bring. My stories take place in the past, but sadly there are a lot of children that have had to make those sort of decisions even now. And there may even be children in your classes that have had to make that decision. There's lots of perhapses in that. That's really bad writing. You shouldn't do that. I'd need to edit that if I was writing it, because that's not good. So what I was going to say before I got cross with myself, writers do that a lot, you know, they get cross with themselves. You could write a story about what it is like, or what you think it might be like, to have to suddenly leave, and what you might include. Now, you could set it in the past, like Kizzy and Jacob, what they had to do. And also the other kid, because Anna, this is a bit of a spoiler, Anna in Safe had to leave suddenly. And she had to decide what to take. And she had to tell Kizzy. So think about what you would take. And as I say, write a story about it, maybe in the past, or maybe you want to send it now. Think about what you might feel inside. What do you think it would make you feel like if you had to suddenly leave? These are all things that you could talk about in class with your teacher and with everybody. Talking about what you put in your bag. You could draw your bag. What would your bag be like? I hope that, these are serious and difficult subjects, but I think they are worth talking about, and maybe you could have a chat with your teacher about them. I hope to see you all soon. Take care. Bye.